Welcome to another video art lesson. My name's Allie, I'm the art teacher at Wildwood, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to make a nature collage based on the work of Andy Goldsworthy. The two things I really like about this project are, number one, it's a great excuse to get outside and see all the things that are growing on the trees because it finally feels like spring. The second thing is you don't need a lot of supplies to do it, and you can really do this any way you want. So the first thing we're going to do today is I'm going to talk quickly about the artist. Then I'm going to go through our supply list. Again, there aren't very many. Then I'm going to do a quick rundown of the project. Then if at that point you want to stop the video and go off on your own, that's great. If you would like to watch a breakdown of how I like to do this project, I'm going to switch camera angles so you can see how I like to do it. Okay, so first up, our artist, Andy Goldsworthy. Let's see if I can get my hand right. Andy Goldsworthy, his picture's right here. His work is down here along the bottom. He is a sculptor who goes out for walks, finds beautiful things like leaves or rocks or sticks, and arranges them in beautiful ways. See, this one down here, he made a little path of different colored leaves because it's fall. The next one over, he used some white rocks on the beach, on the sand, to make that spiral pattern, and the one all the way to the end, he used, again, it looks like fall, he used some leaves to make the circle design. So today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a nature collage. If you don't have a space to go outside, if you don't have a big backyard, or if it's not safe to go outside, or if you don't have time to go outside, or for any reason, you can really use anything you want. You could use Legos, you could use bottle caps, you can use anything you can find around your house. You could even use things like socks or hair ties, or let me think, you could use little bits of string or fabric or marker caps, or I'll keep listing things. You could use little scraps of paper to make a paper collage. Anything you can find, anything that you can find a lot of that you can make a design with. Again, if you are going outside, make sure you have an adult with you or an adult's permission before you go, and make sure you're being careful of all of the other things we can find in nature, like poison ivy or bees, and make sure you check for ticks when you're on your way back in. Okay, so a breakdown of our project. The materials you are going to need, again, I just let you know, but if you're making a nature collage with actual, like my example with things from outside, go outside, put your shoes on, put your sunglasses on, get outside, get some fresh air. Look for things like little stalks, okay, flowers. There's starting to be some of these purple flowers outside. I found some white rocks, white and kind of shiny rocks in my driveway. Let's see, I also found a couple of sticks, leaves, anything, some little dandelion leaves. Okay, like I said, anything you can find. The next thing you're going to need is a smooth, flat surface. I am going to use a big piece of white poster board. You can really, if you want to be just like Andy Goldsworthy, he makes his nature sculptures right outside and leaves them where they are for people to come across. If you want to come inside, grab a piece of paper like this. If you want to do it outside, make sure you're using a flat surface like your deck or your front step. Smooth concrete works, a big piece of wood works, anything that's smooth and flat and big enough to make your design. And the last thing you're going to need to document your work, document means take a picture of it so you can see it for a long time after, because this is the kind of thing, this is the kind of artwork when you make it, it's not going to last forever because we're using things like flowers and leaves that are eventually going to shrivel up and lose their color. So you want to make sure you take a picture with a phone or tablet or camera or anything else that you have. And then you could even print it out and give it to someone as a gift. Again, Mother's Day is coming up. It's a beautiful Mother's Day gift to have on a beautiful Mother's Day card, rather, to have on a card. You could print it out and draw on it to make sort of a multimedia thing where you have your nature collage, then you paint or draw over it. There's really a lot you can do with this. Okay. So just to quickly run through the steps, again, go outside, pick up anything you can find, grab your smooth surface, and then you can start arranging your, you can start arranging your nature collage any way you want. I like to start in the middle and work my way out. You could also do lines across starting at the top and then filling in your space at the bottom. Any way you want is going to be really beautiful. If you're using paper or bottle caps or things found around the inside of your house, just make sure you have things that aren't going to roll off your paper while you're working, because that can get a little frustrating. So at this point, you can stop the video and go off on your own, start looking for your things to make your collage with. If you are wanting to follow an example, you're free to stay on for a little while. I'm going to switch camera angles so I can show you the breakdown. Okay, so I have my piece of white paper. You could also do a painting or a drawing and then do your collage over it. I'm going to choose to use white paper just so you can see it very clearly. And then I've got my little container of things I found outside. I just went and took a walk. It took me about 20 minutes to go out and find just little things from around my house. All of our things are going to be different because what's outside around your house is probably different than what's outside around my house. So, like I said, anything you can find will do just fine. So I'm going to start in the center of my paper. Find something to put down right in the middle. And then, kind of like we did last week with our Alma Thomas painting, just start building my composition around that center point. So you might want to, if you can only find one of something, like this little fiddlehead I found, I could only find one. So you might want to think about putting that right in the middle of your composition. Okay, that's my first little round, and now it's time to start building out around my inner circle. So I'm going to do mine a little different than the example. And that's what I like the best about this, is that no two are going to be exactly alike. Oh, mine's turning into kind of a triangle shape. Maybe I'll stop my circle pattern and do something different over here. If I have something that looks like this, I can use it as is, or I can grab some little leaves from that plant so I can have some smaller pieces to work with. And again, this is something I really like to do. I think it's relaxing. This is a really nice coping strategy if you're feeling stressed. This is a really fun thing to do because I think it's pretty relaxing. I'm gonna rip this leaf off here. Might use some rocks here. So like I said, I started making mine going out from the center like this, like I planned to circle around, but I changed my mind because I liked what was going on this side over here. And another great thing about this is that you can do this as many times as you want with the same stuff. So if you get a nice little basket or a box of leaves, you can use them all day. I'm dropping things here. To make as many different compositions as you want. If you're making cards for people, you could make a different design for each card. You could use different colored paper for your backgrounds. You could go find different places. If you've got some woods in your backyard, you could find some different places to make your sculpture, like Andy Goldsworthy. And kind of leave it there for somebody else to find. It's a nice surprise when I am walking or hiking and I see like a little rock sculpture that someone made. And it doesn't have to be flat either. You can stand, kind of stack your stuff up on top of itself if you want. Oh, I'm gonna make a little flower with my rocks. I think we need some stuff over here. I'm so excited that it's finally nice enough to go outside. Even if you're not making a collage, you can go outside and take a walk and just notice things around you and take pictures of them. That's something else I really like to do. Another thing I like about this project is that if you're doing it with your whole family, or you're doing it with maybe a sibling or a parent, your sibling or parent could go out and collect things if you don't like going outside, and you can make the collage. Or if you like going outside and maybe don't want to sit and make the collage, you can go gather stuff for them if they want to do it. There's all different kinds of ways to do this, which is why I like it. Okay, so I think I'm going to call that one done. So the only thing I have left to do is to take a picture of it. I'm using my phone to record. And that is it for our nature collage. I hope you got a chance to go outside, and I hope that you enjoyed making a little collage with me. I hope you came up with your own creative way to make it your own. I hope you found something really interesting outside. I hope that you, if you couldn't go outside, found some really cool things around your house. If you would like to share them with me, my email is in the description of the video right down below. If you'd like a copy of the PDF of the project sheet, the link to that is also down there. Again, I had a great time making this today with you. I can't wait till we can be back in the art room at school making together again. Stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you next time.